This is Johnny. Welcome back to the channel. I promised you guys earlier that I would teach you the 14 punches to boxing. A lot more than what some people think. Today, we're out here. We're going to demonstrate all 14. There are some boxing secrets that I will share with you at the end of the video. All right, so I got the gloves on now. You can see I got a big, beautiful tree in front of me. A tree is good because it's actually round, you know, sort of like the human body, has a circumference to it. I'm gonna teach you the lesser known punches first, and then we'll dive into the traditional punches later because a lot of people are just doing them wrong. So the first set of punches that I wanna show you, the first two punches, they're called left rip and right rip. They're body shots. This is important. Let me show you what boxers do wrong. They do body shots, and what they do is they try to do rips with their hand straight up and down like this. Okay? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do this. When you're ripping to the body, you want to turn your hand under. And then what you got to do is you got to dip from the hip that way, this way, that way, this way. So the reason why you turn the hand, guys, is because you have the rib cage there, all right? The ribs, if you're just hitting the rib this way, straight, right? The ribs are designed to protect you. It's not gonna hurt as much. But if you're underhand and you're coming underneath this way, you're getting under the rib, okay? And when you go under the rib, that's gonna hurt. Bam, 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 bam. Left rib, right rib. What you wanna do is you wanna look at my hips, look at my feet. When I throw the left rip, I'm pivoting off the left foot. The knee comes in, and the hip is into the punch. This way, this way, this way, this way, okay? Opposite with the right, okay? Look at the hip, look at the knee, look at the pivot on the foot. This way, this way, this way, this way. Okay, so again, left rip, bam, right rip, bam, left rip, bam. Bam, okay? Nice body shots. Those are the first two punches that you must know in boxing. It'll really keep your opponent off of you. Okay, or at least back them up temporarily so you can reset. Next two punches that we're gonna work on, they're also body shots. Now this is a straight left jab to the body, and then you have straight right cross to the body. Now these body shots are a little different, and this is designed for if you're further away from your opponent. So again, the first two shots, you're closer, right? Up closer, you wanna hurt them, you wanna get them off of you. The next two shots, left, right to the body, the punches is straight. Let me show you. Now, the left jab to the body like this, down, okay? Down, okay? Down. What you want to do is you want to pivot this way, down, down, okay? Down, right to the body. Now with the right cross, okay, you're gonna pivot this way, straight, straight. Now your hand on these punches, you're turning them over. They're not like this. You're turning them over this way so that you get that full circumference. And back, this way and back. So let me show you, right? Body shot, body shot, body shot, body shot. Okay guys, so the next two punches, we're gonna be on 5 and 6 at this point. The next two punches I wanna talk about are the short left hook and the short right hook. And again, we can actually use the tree for this. Just be cautious because you don't wanna mess your hands up or what have you, but I was taught to do a lot of these punches against a wall, against a 500-pound heavy bag, and against a tree, things of that nature, and you get used to it over time. Here we go. This is short left, short right. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to get your feet correct. Okay. On this punch, you're pivoting again. Hip, hip, pivoting off the foot. Hip, pivoting off the foot. Okay. So the short left hook, again, you're close to your opponent here. You're close. The short left hook. Left hook. Now what you do is on the left hook with the turning, you want to make sure your hand is coming in this way, okay? Short right hook, your hand is coming in this way, all right? That way when you hit the side of the head, the side of the body, the arm, the shoulder, you're hitting it flush here. So short left hook, bam, bam, watch the hip, bam, 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 okay? Short right hook, same thing, bam, 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 okay? Pivot, watch the feet, watch the feet, watch the knees, watch the hip, okay? Pivot, okay? That's the shot, that's the shot, that's the shot, that's the shot. Short left hook, short right hook, you wanna pivot each time. Okay, so the next two punches are gonna be the long left hook and the long right hook. A lot of people think it's just a left hook and it's just a right hook, but it depends on how close you are to your opponent and where you are in the ring. Also, it depends on the combination and the countering that you're trying to do. So let me show you the left hook and the right hook. We don't need the tree for this one. Here's the difference. Let me show you from here, okay? Your short left hook is this way, nice and close, inside, inside. Your long left hook is this way, this way, right, left, right, okay? So when you throw it, you're still doing the same motion with your feet, but this arm and this shoulder has to extend all the way this way. Now look at the hand, okay? And then this way. This is a really dangerous punch because a lot of fighters assume you're not in range for hooks. You know, they're just looking for the jab, and you come in, you jab, and then you do a left hook right behind it. It's curtains, okay? So jab, long left hook. So long left hook, long right hook. So you see me do this, okay? As an example, long left hook, long right hook. Takes practice, got to extend the shoulders all the way. Okay, make sure you stretch before you do this. Stretch out the shoulder joint, stretch out the chest and the back. Okay, but short left hook, short right hook, long left hook, long right hook. That's how you want to do it. Those are 8 punches right there. Okay guys, so as you can see, we moved uphill here. When it comes to training, I actually do use elevation. There's a park that I train at that's 100 feet elevated compared to normal ground. You can see here we're on top of the hill here. The next set of punches we're going to work on, and I'm going to demonstrate, are the left uppercut and the right uppercut. Let's get in the stance. Get in our stance here. All right. And when you come in for the uppercut, okay, you want to bend the waist, dip the knee, pivot the foot, and come under with the uppercut. Left uppercut, same thing, right uppercut, okay? So let me show you. Coming in, left uppercut, right uppercut. Left uppercut, right uppercut. Okay, so next 2 punches, okay? These are called the overhands. You have the left overhand punch and the right overhand punch. And these punches are very deadly in boxing because most of the time, most fighters can't see them coming. So let me demonstrate. Get in the stance, okay? Still similar. Now the overhand left, you want to dip this way. You're taking your shoulder here and you're coming over the top and then down, okay? Same thing, you dip, coming over, down. Now, of course, the contact is happening up here, but you're pressing downward on the follow through to come back into a defensive posture. So it's kind of like this in real time. Okay. All right. Overhand left, overhand right. So, last 2 punches. I left these 2 punches last on purpose because so many people do them wrong. I just felt like I had to make this video so that people who follow me would at least know and have that for basic. It's the left jab and the right cross. We're going to demonstrate the left jab and the right cross now, and how to do it. As you can see, nice boxing stance here. Sometimes I get wide depending upon where I am in the ring, and sometimes my feet are closer together, shoulders apart, not too wide, okay? We'll get into that later. That's footwork. But for the most part, when you throw a jab, you got to extend the shoulder, okay? The worst thing about a person's jab is if it comes out like a wet noodle. That is bad because that means your opponent can walk right through it and just walk you down, knock you out. You want a stiff jab, okay? Now here's the trick to the jab, okay? With the footwork, every time you jab, you have to step into the jab. Every time. So what you're doing is you're doing this. Now if I do a double jab, you got to step twice. All right? Every time you jab, you got to step because you're closing the distance on that person. Not only are you closing the distance, but the person that you're sparring against, that you're fighting, you want them to back up. You don't want them to eat the jab and stay right there and counter you. You want them to back up. So you got to step into the jab that way to make them back up. And if they already are savvy enough and they start backing up, every time you step in, you're getting closer to hit them again. So that's why it's important to step into the jab every time. And I don't know how many boxers I see reaching with the jab, trying to reach because they're out of position. You just want to practice every time you jab, you step into it. There's a trick to this. There's always tricks. Okay? If you're an elite fighter, you're going to learn how to jab and also step back and jab. Okay? Because you're luring them in, trying to get them to come in and then pop. All right? So, but for the most part, for beginners out there, you want to step into the jab every time. Even if it's triple jab. You're stepping into it, okay? All right. So that's the jab. And the jab has to be strong and a stick. That's what they call it. Honestly, I was taught the jab, and I was taught on a wall, a concrete wall. They made me stay in front of the wall, straight, straight, straight. Okay? Remember, the wall doesn't move, so I had to learn how to step back and jab. Okay? And every time you hit it, that teaches your arm to get real stiff on the jab. So again, when you're fighting though, you want to step into the jab every time. Next punch, the last punch. Most important punch, this is the right cross, guys. Right cross. Now, if you're southpaw, just take what I'm saying and do the opposite. All right? It would be called the left cross. And you'd have a right jab at that point if you're southpaw. But if you're orthodox, okay, you got a left jab and you got a right cross. Why is it called cross? Because this punch is coming across your body. Your jab is out this way, and the right is coming across the body. Okay? A lot of amateur fighters and things of that nature, what do they do wrong with the right cross? This is what you're supposed to do in the right cross, okay? The right cross, this is tricky. On the right cross, you have to move your feet, both of them, before you throw. It is an art. So you have to move it this way. You got to go pop that way. I just slowed it down for you so you can see it. So, okay. Most fighters, they're throwing right crosses and they're reaching from back here. You're going to miss every time just about. And by the time you hit the person, you have no more power because your power was here and now you're reaching beyond it. When you throw the right cross, step in, pop, pop. They keep going, pop, pop. That's how you do it. The right cross, you have to move both feet first, then throw it. There's always exceptions to the rule, guys. Sometimes it depends on if you're fighting close inside, right? Obviously you don't have to take that step in. You can stay where you are and throw off the back foot. Keep the power down and throw off because they're not moving, you're not moving. But for the most part, when you're fighting on the outside, you got to step in and throw the right cross, okay? That is what I wanted to teach you. I wanted that to be known correctly. And you watch the elite fighters, the best, they do that strategically in the ring. They know when to step into it, when to constantly step into it. They know when to step back. They know when to step into the right cross. They know when to step back with the right cross. It's another thing too. You can step back with the right cross. You lure them in. You dip your head. Say, come on, come hit me. Step back, bam, counter, okay? Those are the 14 punches, guys. And for those of you who stuck around to the end of this video, I'm gonna teach you some secrets right now about boxing that could probably help you, because I'm an older person, you know. I'm not gonna fight like I thought I was, but maybe you younger guys out there still have that possibility ahead of you. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, okay? The first thing that I wanna teach you, when you're facing an opponent, even your boxing coaches, sometimes they don't tell you this, okay? When you guys are facing your opponent, you never look your opponent in the face while you're fighting. You only look them in the face during a stare down, before the fight. During the fight, what you want to do is you want to look at their neck and look at their shoulders. And honestly, the more muscular the person is in front of you, the better. Because what will happen is you're looking at his neck, you're looking at his shoulders and his chest. Every twitch of his muscle, every time, you'll see the punch coming. Don't look at the eyes, don't look at the opponent's face. Look at the neck, look at the chest area, look at the shoulders. This area right here, that's what you want to look at and you want to focus, okay? It's a little tricky because you got to look at their face to target them. But when they're actually countering you, you're looking at the neck and the chest area. That's what you're doing. You'll be able to see the punches coming. And people wonder, how do you see that punch coming? How are you able to get out of the way so quick? It's because you're looking at the right place. I wanted to share that with you as well. Now, another tip, another secret that I want to share with you. I showed you earlier the left uppercut and the right uppercut, okay? When you're close enough to do those uppercuts, what happens is most fighters get fooled into throwing the left, throwing the right, throwing the left, and throwing the right. Well, guess what? Any boxer can find your rhythm that way. Get out the way, get out the way, okay? What you want to do is you decide which uppercut you want to throw when you're close enough, and you stay there. Left uppercut, bam! Overhand right, left uppercut, overhand right. Your opponent's gonna think you're coming back up, but you're not. And then most of the time you get a knockout that way because they didn't expect you to stay there and finish that combination that way. So that was another tip that I wanted to throw your way. All right, so that's the 14 punches of boxing. I got so many boxing tips and things I can share with you guys, but I'm gonna leave it at that now. And I wanna thank you. If you're watching the channel, thank you so much for subscribing and liking the videos, of course. And I'll see you on the next one. Everybody say bye. All right, guys, ghost.